Hi, it's Megan with the ThriveABI Steering Committee. We're just wrapping up this community visioning phase, and we thought it would be a good time to give you a general overview of what ThriveABI is all about. I've got this slideshow here that'll walk you through a general idea of what ThriveABI is. Okay, let's take a look. First of all, ThriveABI is a grassroots initiative to drive and measure action towards a community vision for a thriving Abilene. It's, for one, a way to know what issues are prevalent in our community and what the community cares about. It's also a way to get individuals, nonprofits, and other agencies with similar missions communicating and strategizing together rather than operating in silos. And it's also a way to tell and celebrate Abilene's full story, not just the incomplete picture presented by a quick web search. Here are 3 things the program will do. 1, it starts with a community vision for what we, the community, want Abilene to become. Secondly, it'll drive action towards the goals that we're all setting in that community vision. And then third, it will measure progress so that we know if we're tracking towards these goals. Okay, let's break it all down. First, the community vision. In order to be a community vision, it must be what? The community's vision. So we've done this in 3 parts. We've had a survey, discussion groups, and the open forums, which we just wrapped up. So what will this community vision look like? Well, think of it first of all like a story outline. The outline gives you an overview of the story, but it's not until you dig into the story that you really get the meat. The vision is similar. Here's an example we drafted. Pleasantville residents are among the healthiest in the nation with access to quality education and economic opportunity for all. We're among the safest mid-sized cities in the U.S., and our neighborhoods are connected and inclusive. We're known for our vibrant downtown, nationally recognized arts and culture scene, and an environment that is conducive to entrepreneurship. Pleasantville is recognized as a top tourist destination in the state and one of the all-around best places in the nation to live. Okay, so once we have this vision, then there will be these cause areas. These are kind of like umbrella themes under which everything that we care about as a community will fall. And within those cause areas, there will then be some specific goals broken down for each area. Here's an example of what we're talking about. There's a program in San Antonio called SA 2020. We're kind of loosely basing this ThriveABI off of that. They have a number of cause areas, but here's an example of what one looks like broken down. Economic competitiveness, for example, they have as one of theirs, and they have a separate vision statement specific to that. And then you can also see off to the side that they're tracking several different areas within economic competitiveness. Second step, drive action. Once the goals are set, the program will exist to drive action towards those goals that we set. And here's how. It's basically 3 steps. Connect, convene, commission. It'll start by connecting individuals, businesses, agencies, nonprofits who need to be at the table talking about a specific cause area or a specific initiative, and then convene those people together as a second step. Let's get them in the room having conversations about what's already being done around that issue, what could be done. And then third, we have those strategies, so commission. These agencies, individuals, nonprofits are going to go out and do the work that they do to try and move towards the goals, and then report back so we know how we're performing. Which brings me to the third part of it, measuring progress. Simply to use data to track whether we're moving as a community towards or away from the goals that have been set. Here are some quick examples of goal tracking, again from SA 2020. You can see on the left-hand side where the goal is stated. Here's an example in the middle of how they're kind of annually tracking their progress. And then on the right-hand side, you can see indicators of progress towards or away from the goal. A few more examples. They're tracking things like employment in target industries, domestic violence, obesity rate, and just a few more examples. On their education page, for example, these are just 4 of the things that they're tracking. Kindergarten readiness, 3rd grade reading rates, high school graduation, college readiness. So that brings me to our next steps. Our next step as a steering committee is going to be to determine program structure. What is it going to look like organizationally? Second, to gather some more data with our research partner to figure out how Abilene is performing related to the goals that we've set in the vision. And then third, to begin driving action. Here's a bit of a timeline. By December 31st, we will have a first draft of the community vision to the public. So be watching for that on social media or maybe via email. Then we'll allow for 1 week for consensus building. What we mean by that is anyone who participated at all in the community visioning phase, whether via survey or at a forum, will have a chance to weigh in and let us know if this vision looks pretty representative. as an overview of what we want Abilene to look like. And by late spring 2020, possibly sooner, the program structure should be in place and the work will begin. And we hope that by fall 2020, again possibly sooner, this website with all of the data and all of the goals will be completed and the data will be reported to the community. So that's an overview of ThriveABI and where we're at today. It takes a community, people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and come to the table with ideas. It's not always going to be a perfect process, and in fact it might be messy at times. But isn't it exciting and amazing to think of what might happen for our future when we come together and root for each other as we work towards these goals? So, are you in?